So hey students, welcome to NCERT Solutions by Vedantu 11th and 12th, where we find solutions to all the problems which is given in your NCERT for all the subjects and all the chapters. This is Basavaraj, I'm your biology master teacher, and I'll be solving all the questions of your biology. Now here we have a question. Here we have a question from the chapter Human Reproduction. Let me change the color. From the chapter Human Reproduction. Question number 2.15. Let's see what question says. The question is saying, question number 15, it is name the functions of the following. They're asking us to define the functions. The first one is corpus luteum, then endometrium, acrosome, sperm tail, and fimbriae. Now let's look at the corpus luteum first. Let's go one by one. The first one is your corpus luteum. To understand the function, you need to know corpus luteum comes from where. So we know when the graphene follicle ruptures, when the graphene follicle ruptures open, it releases the ovum. The leftover of the graphene follicle gets converted to corpus luteum, and it is the same corpus luteum which produces a hormone known as progesterone. And progesterone does what? Progesterone maintains the endometrium. It maintains the endometrium. So what is the function of corpus luteum? The function of corpus luteum is to produce progesterone, which helps in maintaining of endometrium. Then what is the function of endometrium, sir? The function of endometrium is very, very simple. The main function of endometrium is to be prepared for implantation. The main function of endometrium is to be prepared for implantation. So implantation happens of what? Implantation of your fertilized ovum. Once the ovum is fertilized, it starts to undergo zygote forms. Once the zygote is formed, that is first cell, zygote starts to undergo cleavage. We have blastomere, blastocyst. Blastomere, we have morula, we have blastocyst. The blastocyst travels down the fallopian tube, reaches the uterus, and when it reaches the uterus, it undergoes implantation on the wall of the endometrium. So wall of the endometrium is extremely important for implantation. Wall of the endometrium is extremely important for implantation. Clear? That is the function of endometrium. Now, what if the implantation does not happen? What if there is no fertilization? If there is no fertilization, the corpus luteum degenerates. If corpus luteum degenerates, progesterone is not produced. If progesterone is not produced, endometrium is not maintained. If endometrium is not maintained, then bleeding takes place. That is your menstruation. Now let's look at the structure of acrosome. To understand the function of acrosome, look at the structure of acrosome. We know acrosome is present. Acrosome is present on the head of the sperm. Which part of the head? The anterior portion of the head. At the cap-like structure, in the anterior portion of the head, we have a cap-like structure known as acrosome. And these acrosomes, this acrosome has numerous number of enzymes. Acrosome, the cap-like structure known as acrosome, has numerous enzymes, and these enzymes help in dissolving the layer of the ovum when the fertilization takes place. So during fertilization, the enzymes which are present in your acrosome help in dissolving the layer of ovum. Once the ovum layer is dissolved, the male nuclei gets transferred and fertilization takes place. Now acrosome is also derived from which part? Which body? Golgi body. Let me know in the comment section if you know any enzyme name, any example name. If you know, let me know in the comment section. That was your acrosome. Now the next one is a sperm tail. The sperm tail is very simple function. The main function of a sperm tail is motility. Now when the sperm initially has a very undulated movement, that is not a very active movement initially starting, but after capacitation, where does capacitation takes place? Capacitation takes place in the female reproductive tract. What is capacitation? Capacitation is activation of the sperm. So once activation of sperm takes place, the tail will move like a whiplash, and it becomes more active, and there is a faster movement of your tail. Look at the last one. The last one is the function of your fimbriae. They're asking you the function of fimbriae. Fimbriae is a finger-like structure. This right here. Fimbriae is a finger-like structure which is present on the infundibulum of fallopian tube. Function, simple function. The function of fimbriae is to collect the released ovum by the ovary. So ovary, whenever the ovary releases the ovum, the collection of the ovum is done by fimbriae. Clear? Those were the different functions of different structures which is given in your NCERT. If you understood the concept, like the video and subscribe to the channel if you do not want to miss any of the content on this channel. Until next time.